So after a very slow couple of months, Q4 is finally here. And what that means for Amazon Flex drivers is higher rates and more shifts. And in this video, I'm going to go through a few tips in order to maximize your earnings as an Amazon Flex driver. So the first thing you're going to do is get to grips with surge pricing. You'll see like midway through the day that a block will pop up for the evening and it'll be base rate. Don't accept those base rates because it's just not worth it, especially through the busy periods we're going to have, such as Prime Day, Halloween and Christmas time, and also the end of the month when people get paid. A lot of people wait until payday to then spend a load of money on Amazon, which obviously means more parcels for us to deliver. But when you're accepting these base rates, you're essentially working for like £8-9 an hour once you take away tax, expenses and wear and tear of your car. So what you should do is when you're not working hours and flex, like an evening where you're not, you just don't want to do it, stay on the app and just keep refreshing it and just see when the surge rates sort of happen, because usually they happen around the same time. Like in my area, they usually happen between about 4:45 and 5 o'clock for that evening. Usually you'll see a couple of base rates for like 6:15 or 6 o'clock, whatever time in the evening. You'll see them at base rates, but then all of a sudden then they'll change prices. Like a 3 hour could jump up to £63.50 or a 3.5 hour could jump up to £74. And you've got to be really quick. You click and then click accept, and fingers crossed you get the block. But if you don't, then unfortunately you just gotta have to keep refreshing and hopefully someone would have cancelled it, and then you can just swoop in and accept the block that they've cancelled. One really interesting tip as well that I've found is with Amazon, you've got to cancel your block 45 minutes before you're actually meant to start if you want to cancel it. If you don't cancel it within 45 minutes, you cancel it like between like 45 minutes to the block starting, then you get penalised for it and your driver score goes down. Obviously Amazon drivers don't want that to happen, so they try and cancel it like just before. If there's blocks, so say for example there's the blocks start at 5:45 usually, the first ones for the evening. 5 o'clock, just keep refreshing the app because people would have cancelled the blocks like within that minute, and then do the same then at 5:15 for the blocks at 6 o'clock, and yeah, just keep doing that. The next point is planning your routes. Now Amazon do give you the route before you start, like when you scan all your parcels and you're ready to go, they do give you a route. But I found, especially recently, that there are houses that are like right next to each other, and like say for example, like I deliver to number 6 and it's the 4th parcel of the block, and then 2 doors down that could be like the 9th parcel, but like it doesn't tell me to go to that one until I've delivered 5, 6, 7 and 8. And yeah, it's just a little bit annoying. So open the map and just see where like the parcels are sort of located on the map and just kind of make up your own route. That'll save you a lot of petrol and it'll just be a lot more efficient for you, and you can finish a lot earlier. Make sure you're driving quite economically. I know it's difficult because we all want to just finish the block and get home. If you're dragging your car around, the wear and tear on your car is just going to be a lot more, and you're going to be spending more on petrol just getting the revs up just to quickly dart 0.3 miles away to the next drop off. So yeah, just drive a bit more efficiently. You're probably working an extra like 15 minutes, but it's worth it considering you're being more economical with your petrol and you're not dragging your car around. In terms of delivering your parcels, make sure you are handing them to a neighbour if they aren't in. Like if there's no place to leave the parcel, like a safe place or anything like that, just leave it with a neighbour. It's just the easiest thing to do. Like it's a little bit longer, but I've left parcels in a safe, very, very safe place before, and customers just say they haven't received it, and then I get penalised then, and then it's taken me a while to get back up to like the good standard. And it's just a bit annoying then because you've got to keep sending emails to Amazon support to try and get that taken off your delivery record and all that. It's just a bit annoying. Next point is making sure you're available for all the key dates in Q4. So that's Halloween, that's Prime Day, which is usually around, well, it's in November time somewhere, the end of the month. So end of September, end of October, end of November, period of Christmas between mid-November and Christmas Day, where people are obviously panic buying on Amazon. Just make sure you're available for all those dates and points in time, because that's when you're going to be earning a lot of money. I had a block last year. I accepted, it was a 5:45 block. It was a 3 hour block, and I accepted it, I think with 10 minutes to go. So I accepted it at 5:35. It was £98 for 3 hours. And it was like 25 parcels, something like that, like mid-20s. I did about 50, 60 miles. The petrol cost was about £8-9, and then the tax was about 12, something like that. I earned a lot of money just off that block, and I finished like an hour early as well. So it is worth just waiting until the very, very last minute, because people do cancel. You know, people do try and cancel, then try and get a different one because they know about the surge rates. So if you can swoop in and get that surge rate, it's completely worth it. One thing I do as well, and I don't really see many flex drivers doing this, but I organize my parcels from where they are in the boot of my car. I see a lot of people just putting all the letters and the things you can post into like one side, and then like all the big parcels then, and then all the medium parcels, but then all the parcels are numbered. You should really work, it's chronologically the word, it's not really, is it? But do you know what I mean? Like from one area of your car to the other. So I put parcels 1 to 10 on my front seat. If it's a big parcel, then I put it on the back left side of my car, so I can just get into the back door and just grab it. In the back, in my boot then, on the left hand side, I do 11 to 20, and then in the middle I do 21 to 30, and then on the right I do 31 to 40. And yeah, I just kind of do that, just slalom through. And then obviously once you deliver your parcels and stuff, you know, you can kind of see then what ones you've got left and whatever. You can kind of spread them out a little bit, but I know exactly where every single parcel is, so I'm not rummaging about. And especially as the nights come in, you know, digging around, there's not going to be much light, and it's just going to be a bit annoying to try and find the parcel you need to deliver. What I do use though, and I'll quickly grab it, I use one of these head torches. And yeah, nice and easy. So you can see every single parcel you're delivering. Just make sure you turn it off when you go to someone's door, because you don't want to blind them as they're opening the door. I'll leave a link to this in the description, so if you want to go and grab it, I can't remember how much this cost, but it was quite cheap. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description and just grab it, because honestly this saves me so much effort when I'm delivering in the dark evenings. One final point actually is, depending on where you're picking up your parcels from, what location, just make sure you're turning up a little bit earlier, because there'll be massive queues of people waiting to get their cages of parcels. So you want to kind of be more towards the front of the queue, just so you can get off quicker. There'll be people, you know, there'll be new Amazon Flex drivers as well who are still getting to grips with the app and stuff, and they're going to take ages getting their parcels in the car, and then you're going to have to wait for them to leave before you can shoot off. Like I've been waiting here for 25 minutes before now, just waiting in my car, waiting to go, but I can't go around them because of like their rules. You just can't. You've got to wait until you're in the entire rows back in their car before you can go. So yeah, make sure you're turning up early so you're at the front of the queue, so you can just get off as soon as possible. But yeah, I think that is everything. If I've missed anything and you're an Amazon Flex driver, please leave it in the comments. It will be helpful to me and to anyone else. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.